Here we go. Okay, recording is beginning, and I'm going to mute everyone. And here we go. Hey, Mary. Okay, so beginning in seated pose, Mary. Don't mind me, I'm just going to crawl right back. Probably get a kind of a view over there. Okay. So, like I said, this in and of itself is a hip opener, right? Now, if you don't like sitting like this, take a relatively flat pillow, like a throw pillow, tuck it under your hips. That way the legs fall forward. Check it out. You might like that one better versus without the pillow. So just close your eyes and just begin to feel your body breathing. Feel the movement of your body as you breathe, the subtle movements. Notice the belly and the chest. Now drop the chin just a little bit to soften up the back of your neck. All right. Now take 2 fingers to the chin. Okay. We're going to work on strengthening the neck. This is also good for neck pain. Now, as you press into the bony part of your chin, press your chin into your fingers. Your chin is slightly tucked back. Press, press, press. Can you feel how the back of the neck is getting this workout here, isometric? Just hold it and breathe. Keep pressing into the chin, chin into the fingers, fingers into the chin. And release your hand. Take your right ear gently to your right shoulder. Feel the left side of your neck release. Drop your right shoulder and your left shoulder. Soften your inner thighs. Just simply breathe here. Notice the feeling behind the eyeballs, behind your forehead. When the neck releases, the mind releases. Slowly bring the head back to center position, drop the shoulders, send the heart center forward, and then drop the wing bones low and deep into your back body. Okay, now listen to this. Just close your eyes. Imagine someone is coming behind you and pressing their palm, the flat of their palm, between your shoulder blades. Keep the shoulder blades low, squeeze into their hands, but let them press your heart center forward. Getting that place right between the shoulder blades, thoracic part of the spine. Now release that. Left ear to the left shoulder. Right side of the neck opening here. Let your mouth open. Breathe. Notice your breath, even here, the movement of your belly. Feeling behind the eyeballs, behind your forehead. Now bring your head back to center. Take your hands, the heels of your palms, right down here. Press the heels of your palms into the base of your skull, right where the skull starts to go in and the neck drops straight, right there, like right there at the base of your skull. Now press up into that part of your skull and draw the chin slightly back. You're using your shoulders, and that's okay. We're just getting the neck some more, a little deeper into the neck. And release that. Take your hands to the tops of your inner thighs. Here we go. We're going to start working on the hips right here, Joelle. Circling. All right. Now, if you can close your eyes while you do this, go ahead and do that. And I want you to take your awareness down to the hips and to the lower back and just feel this. Just let the head flop. Keep the neck nice and relaxed. Now listen. as you're doing this, draw your navel back and just muster up energy right behind the navel in order to make bigger circles. Yeah, right, because that's your engine, right? That's your engine right behind the navel. Reverse direction. And bringing it back to center here, take your right leg in front of your left leg, okay? And then take a hold of your left ankle, draw that heel toward your body, drop the right knee as close to the mat or the floor as you can get it. Take your fingertips forward, begin walking forward. Now listen, as you're walking forward, draw that right knee toward the ground. We're beginning to open up the right hip more deeply here. Now fall forward, just bow forward. Relax over this and breathe, feel it. Move your hands toward your body in order to come up. Okay, now take a look at your left. Well, let's do this first. Take the right leg to the side of you and then the foot to the back of you. So your right knee is facing forward. Now, place the left leg so the left knee is facing to the side. Okay, now just gently take your fingertips to the ground. Just gently begin to, from the inside out, soften your right hip. Just let it drop. Let the hip drop. You're going to feel resistance in there. Let it drop as much as you can. Swing the left arm over. Take a hold of that right leg, anywhere you can get it. Thigh, calf, shin. Swing the right arm around. Draw your navel back. Pick it up at the heart center and twist to the right. Swing it back to center, straighten that right leg. We're in the perfect position to do this one. Make sure that the right leg is coming straight out from the hip. That's the first leg you're going to line up. Then, you guys know this one, left sole of the foot into the right inner thigh. And then just internally press that right knee toward the ground, okay? Because we want to really open that left lower back space. Now, come down with the back straight, walking your fingers forward. Don't get hung up about how deeply you go. Just get inside and feel this. Now, forget about a straight back. Just soften your body down towards your right leg. Breathe here. Push the left knee down to the ground some more. Drop a little deeper. Notice how you have your left thigh bone rotated to the right side within your, left side within your left hip joint. That's why we're opening up the soft tissues, not only in the hip, but in the left lower back. All right, that's it. Pull your navel back. Send both arms forward, reach forward, come on up here. Open your arms, take the left knee up. Make sure that right leg stays put, and then scooch the left heel a little closer to you. Intertwine your fingers to the front of that left shin, okay? Elbows out to the sides. Now, press your torso forward toward your left thigh. Now squeeze your elbows down and the shoulders. Okay, so just feel that up and down the spine, up and down the spine. Drop your shoulders, push forward. Now wrap your right arm around that leg. Swing your left arm back. We're going to twist the other way. Draw the navel back, twist it to the left. And of course, you can press into that right hand to get a little more torque. Breathe here. Now, as you're breathing in this phenomenal twist, there's going to be some resistance, right, within the internal portion of your torso here. Breathe through it. Really push the breath all the way down to the belly. Full exhale, full inhale. Coming back to center. Okay, here we go. Bend the right knee, take it out to the side. Left leg in the front, okay? So easy pose, but with the left leg forward. Okay, we're going to get the other side here. So let's do this. Just take a hold of your legs, bend your elbows straight back, squeeze them into your body, drop your shoulders and press your heart forward. Feel the spine. Drop your chin. Nice. Okay, just a nice isometric stretch. Okay, fingertips coming forward. We're coming down over this. Okay, so in this setup, we have access to the left hip. Do you feel it as you come down? Soften into this. Just drop right into it and breathe. Feel that? And in this position, you also can open up the upper back, stretch those muscles if you give yourself a really nice deep inhale. And walking your hands back towards your body. Okay, we're going to take the left leg to the side this time, foot back. Okay, so now we have the left knee facing forward, right knee facing to the side. Okay, so now in this position, naturally your left hip is hiked up a little bit. So take your fingertips to the ground, close your eyes, soften your body, feel as if you're melting down into that left hip space. Yeah, it's more of a feeling than it is a physical movement. Now swing the right arm across, grab your left leg somewhere, wherever you can get a hold of it, and then take your left arm back. Now draw the belly button back, lift the heart, and as you press your right hand into your right leg, you can twist to the left. Again, try to get a good deep breath here into the twisted torso that you have. Easy to hold your breath or make it shallow when you're twisted. Keep it long and deep. Taking it back to center, straightening that left leg in front of you. It's coming straight out of the hip. Then you rearrange the right leg. Okay, sole of the foot into the inner thigh, right knee down. Keep it down, keep it down. Nice straight back. Okay, that straight back is coming over that straight leg. Now, at a certain point, when you're coming down, you're going to start to feel the right lower back open up. Press that right knee into the ground to help. But then it's like, okay, I'm not going to get down anymore tonight. Now you meld and you just soften. Don't worry about a straight back. Soften the back, round it. Breathing here, enjoying it. Lifting up again. Bringing that right knee up to the ceiling. Make sure the left leg is still straight. Intertwine your fingers over the right shin. Press forward with your torso. Elbows are out to the sides. Okay, if you're pressing forward a lot, you're using your bicep muscles, your shoulder muscles, and your back muscles. Feel that? Now, squeeze the elbows down into your body. Drop your shoulders. Keep that right knee where it's at. Just wrap the left arm around that leg. Send the right fingertips back. You're not moving the torso quite yet. Draw the navel back, and you're spinning from the navel to the right. Bring it back to center. Straighten both legs. Just kind of, bounce them around a little bit. All right. Swing your legs behind you. Curl your toes. I'm going to go sideways. Curl them a lot. Feel your toe pads press into your mat. I want you to really squeeze them down there towards your mat. Now, send your hips back to your heels. Put some weight into those toes, into the backs of the feet. If this hurts your feet too much, lay off it a little bit. And then take your fingertips back, straighten your body, and now really plop your hips, the weight of your hips, down into your feet. Feel that? All along the back of the underside of the foot, right? Getting a really good stretch. Bring your arms forward, bring it in a tabletop form. Uncurl the toes, it feels good. All right, check out your alignment here. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. You're looking straight down at the mat. Now listen, I want you to think about having a really straight spine, and that includes your neck, okay? So just look straight down. Now, fingers are spread apart. Press into the hands. Draw that energy up into the arms. Nice, nice, nice. Now lift your belly. All right. Elbows come back, hips come up, drop your udders. We're going to go for a cow pose. Send your heart forward. Lift from the crown of your head. Feel your palms into your mat. Press into them. So just because you're not moving doesn't mean you're not working internally here. All right. Lift your belly, curl your tail down to the earth, press into those hands, dome the upper back, drop your head, big curve in the back, big curve. Pull your belly up, round your tail down some more. Yeah, there's the lower back. Back into a cow. And a cat. And a cow. And another cat. Bring it back to table pose here. We're going to get a lateral stretch for the back, a sideways stretch. Listen up. Okay. As you draw your left shoulder toward your left hip, draw your left hip toward your left shoulder and look back toward the left corner, left back corner of your mat. Hold it. Keep the belly lifted. Bring it back to table pose. Get aligned at center. Make sure the spine is nice and straight again. Here we go, other side. Right shoulder comes back. Right hip comes toward that shoulder. Left rib cage pressing out toward the left. Looking back. Right back corner of your mat. Bring it back to center. Reestablish center right here before you go to the other side again. Here we go. Make it strong. Lift the belly. Send the right rib cage out. Left hip toward the left shoulder. Your hips aren't really going to move that much, right? Just think about pressing that left hip toward the left shoulder. Bringing it back to center. Establish center before you go to the right side. Send the left rib cage out, right shoulder back. Bring it back to center. Curl your toes. Walk your hands back toward your knees. Lift your knees and come into a squat pose. Okay, we all squat very differently, right? So do not look at how I'm squatting and think that's how you squat, right? Just let your hips drop down. Really release your hips. That's the key. Release the hips. Don't hang on to them. Okay, just really trust that your legs can hold you here. Now, Namaste Mudra with the hands. Press the elbows into the inner thighs. Drop your hips some more. Breathe here. Open up your arms, palms are facing forward. Press into the legs some more. Those of you who want to bind, turn the palms back, bend your elbows, grab the backs of your legs, drop your head. Let the hips go, everyone. Really let the hips go. That's the key. Release the bind. Bring it back to Namaste Mudra, everyone. Lift the heart. Drop the shoulders. Press into the soles of your feet. Now, pelvic floor lifts. Let's not even go up yet. Release. Lift. Release. Do you feel it? Lift. It's an internal thing. Release. This time when you pull it up, let the body come up too. And open up to star pose here. Little back bend as you open the arms, lift the chest to the ceiling. Back to star pose, hands over the head. Here we go. Drop down, back into your squat. Come up. Star pose. Hands over the head, Namaste Mudra, come down. One more time, bring it up. And open up here. Spread the legs nice and wide. Feet are facing center or toed in. All right. Take your hands to your hips. Let's just feel what it's like to hinge forward from the hips. Okay, so feel your thumbs pressing into your lower back. Feel your fingers pressing into your hip bones. That's where you're going to pivot. That's where you're going to pivot right there. Hands are going to help you with this. Halfway down, don't come all the way down, halfway down here. Bring your arms out to the side here. Look down at the mat. Down at the mat here. Turn your palms up to the ceiling. Bring your arms back. Squeeze them into the sides of your torso. Lift your heart and look forward. Use your navel here. Send both arms forward. Look down at your mat. Come back up. Star pose again, open it up. Bring your arms up and together. Okay, remember, it's from the hips, halfway down, from the hips. Come down a little more, and now a little more, and now grab the backs of your legs or the backs of your ankles and give yourself a nice inversion right here, beginning. Yeah, kind of earlier in class than we usually do. All right, palms are under your head. Okay, turn the right foot out so it's facing the front of your mat. Bend your right knee so it's over the ankle. Walk your hands up to that foot. Pick up the left heel, turn those toes forward, and you're in a lunge pose. Now, send the right leg back and look for down dog. I don't know why I threw that lunge in there, everyone. All right, nice down dog pose right here. Oh yeah, walk your dog. Maybe wag the tail. All right, remember, push the hands forward, press the chest back. All right, take it forward and look for a plank pose. You may have to walk your feet back a little bit. Okay, the wrists are a little wider than shoulder width and also a little in front of the shoulders. Now press those heels back, lift your belly. Take your left foot in a couple inches, lift your right leg if you can, and pulse it to the ceiling. It's slow and controlled, everyone. Lift it up again. Now bend your right knee, take it to the right side toward your right shoulder, and send it back again. To the side, back, side, back. Keep that belly lifted. Side back, get back into your plank pose here. Drop your knees, come to the tops of your feet. Press back just to release the lower back. Bring it up again. Curl the toes. Come on up and plank again. Establish this. Press into the hands. Press back with the heels. Right foot comes in a few inches. Left leg lifts up. Yeah. Flex that heel and feel the left glutes and pulse. Pulse. Keep your belly lifted. Pulse. Pulse. Keep pressing into your hands. You are working your shoulders big time here. If you don't want to do this, do something else. Okay. Left knee to the side and back. Side, back, side, back, side, back. Let's do one more. And back, back into a plank pose, everyone. Lift those hips, walk the feet forward. Look for your down dog again. All right, warmed up. Left foot comes in, right leg sweeps up for a three-legged dog. Press back, back, back. Get that chest back there. Yeah, press those hands forward. Really, really drive the chest back. Turn the hips to the right. Lift the right ankle. Feel the left inner thigh open. And pulse the right ankle to the ceiling. Working the glutes, which are good supporting structures for the hips. All right. Turn your hips so that they're facing the mat. Look forward. Right foot comes forward between the hands, lunge pose. All right. Make sure that that left leg is nice and straight. Press the left heel back until you really feel an opening in the left calf muscles. Right knee is over the right ankle. Okay, ready? We're going to go forward, back, rocking motion, because you know what we're going to do. We're going to lift. I'm just kind of moving so you can see me better. Lift the left leg for a T pose. Okay. It's your right leg that is your base, right? Now, listen, you can do this. Press more deeply into the sole of your right foot. Bring that energy all the way up the right leg to the right hip. Feel the right hip become really big and really strong. You can kind of lift some of the weight off that hip. Okay, now bend the right knee just a little bit. Send the left foot back a little bit. It's still up. Now bend the left knee right into the right knee. Little Shiva squat here. Hold it. Squeeze the legs together. You're going to feel this in the hips. Going to feel this in the glutes, in the thighs, and back to a T. Squat, squeeze, hold it. Breathe into it. All right. Be very intentional about it. Don't just make it a little comma, make it a big fat period. This is like right here, right now. And lift it up. One more time, Shiva squat, good for the hips here. All right, lift it up into a T pose. Look at the back of your mat. As you bend your right knee, send that left foot back until you come into something that's more or less a warrior foundation. And then lift it up into warrior two. Oh, excuse me, warrior one. Okay. Where is your left butt cheek? Okay. Feel it. Be aware of it. Squeeze it. Now you can drive the hips forward a bit. Feel the left calf muscles again. Okay, listen to this. We're going to take our right arm forward, swing our left arm back, but we're still looking forward. Bend the left elbow, give yourself a bind, drop the left shoulder, turn the right palm up, lift it to the ceiling. Now send the right arm forward again. Now take that right hand down to the inside of the right inner thigh and turn your torso to the left. Now open both arms for warrior two. Now we're going to do a regular old reverse warrior. So right palm up, left palm down. Not a regular old, but let's call it just more of a what we're used to. But look at this one. Look at how it opens your right rib cage. Look at how it bends your back beautifully to the left. Back to warrior two. Straighten the right leg without locking the knee. Turn the hips to the left. Okay. Reach out toward the right fingertips. Reach, 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 reach. Feel the right hip open. The muscles of the right leg. Drop the right arm. Lift the left. And now you have a triangle pose. Look down at your right leg. Excuse me, your right foot, I should say. Bend your right knee. Now turn your torso again to the left. Those of you who want to bind, listen, I'll send you through it. Those of you who know what to do, go for it. But those of you who want to kind of play tonight, rotate the left palm back, pinky forward, keep that arm lifted, bring the arm back. Oh, feel the front of that shoulder open up nicely. Bend the elbow. Take the top of that hand somewhere into your back body. Twist a little more. Then you can even go deeper and take that right arm under the thigh, drop your torso, and get fingers together back there. Release the bind, come back into that bent knee triangle, and then bring it back up to warrior two. Bring both arms up next to your ears, turn forward, swoosh down. Okay, look back at your left foot, lift the heel, turn the left toes forward, bring the right foot back there. Okay, another down dog. Breathe through it, breathe through it. Right foot comes in a bit. Left leg lifts up. Press forward like you're pushing your mat away from you. Drive your chest back toward that right thigh. Lift that leg a little higher. Whoa. Turn your hips and open them to the left. Lift that left ankle higher. There's the glutes. And begin to pulse. Small, controlled. Draw your navel back. Keep it lifted. Turn your hips so that you're facing your mat again. Look forward. Left foot comes forward. Okay. Knee above the ankle. Shimmy those right toes back. Okay. Squeeze your right butt cheek. Get really strong. Forward, back. Forward, back. Lifting into a T pose. This time the left leg is our base. So listen, this is really important, okay? Because it's still going to strengthen your left hip to do this because you're, applying weight on it, right? It's good for bone. But if you press into the sole of your left foot deeply, draw that energy up the leg into your left hip, you get so much more. Now, bend the left knee just a little bit, send the right leg back a little bit. Now bend the right knee into the left knee, squeeze here and hold it. Remember, this is a position we're going to savor right here. We're not just going to run through it. Feel this. Back to a T. Back to a Shiva squat. Hold it, squeeze your knees together. Back to a T. Shiva squat again, squeeze. Back to a T pose. Look toward the back of your mat, bend your left knee, send that right foot down and back until it drops. Then push it out about 45 degrees or so. Maybe walk the left foot out to the side. Get yourself into warrior stance And then warrior two. Okay. Do not turn your torso. Keep your torso turned forward. Send the left arm forward, right arm back. That's it, that's it, that's it. Now, send that right arm even a little more back, like towards your left. Bend the elbow, give yourself a bind. And then lift that left arm up to the ceiling. You're still facing forward. And bring it back down. Now take that left arm all the way down to the inside of your thigh. Press the top of the hand into your thigh. Rotate your body to the right. Okay. Release both arms to warrior two. Rotate that left palm up. Bring it up to the ceiling. Reverse. Back to warrior two here. Straighten the left knee without locking it. Turn your torso to the right. Now you've got this beautiful, huge triangular base under you. That's why it's called a triangle. Okay, now reach out towards your left fingertips with your left rib cage. Ooh, feel the inside of the left inner thigh. Drop that arm, lift the other, turn your torso to the right. Look down at your left foot, bend the knee, turn your torso, open it up again. And then if you want to bind, turn that right palm back, bring the arm behind you. Remember, you don't have to bind. Bend the elbow, press the top of that hand into your back body. Establish some really good stability. You may be able to dip down, get that left arm under. And release. Bring it back up, warrior two. Bring both arms up, turn your torso forward, and swoosh down here. Okay, lift the right heel, turn the right toes forward, bring the left foot back, and come into down dog again. Take a few nice deep breaths here. All right. Walk your feet to the center of your mat. Feet are about hip distance apart. Bend the knees, drop your belly between your thighs, grab the backs of your ankles, drop your head. And just release here, really letting the neck go, everyone. Let the weight of the skull open the neck. All right, now listen up. Try to keep your belly as close to your thighs as they are right now, and just straighten the legs. Now take your palms to the tops of your shins, straighten your arms, and straighten your back. Monkey pose. Take your right fingertips below you, just under your face. Bend your right knee, lift your left sitting bone, lift your left arm, and turn. Bend your left knee, push your butt back, look for a little chair, send the left arm back, right arm forward. Rise up. Sweep back, right arm sweeps overhead, left arm drops. Right arm comes forward, left arm comes back. Sit in that little chair. Come on and push the butt back, 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 back. Yeah. Swing the left arm forward. Bring your hands in Namaste Mudra all the way to your heart. Drop your shoulders, pick up your belly. Drop a little deeper, turn to one side, lock that elbow into the side of your legs and twist. Open the arms if you want to fly. Namaste Mudra again, back to center, lift. Swan dive forward, we're hinging from the hips. Drop it down, fold in half here, release your neck here. Perfect opportunity to let go of the neck. In fact, if you want to, you can kind of gently, very fluidly turn your head from right to left. Right? Like you're shaking your head no. And then nodding yes. All right, monkey pose. Lift the belly, lengthen that spine. Feel your hips open behind you. Feel the backs of your legs nice and open. Left fingertips drop to the center. Bend your left knee, lift your right sitting bone and your right arm. Right sitting bone, right arm. Oh, yeah. Sciatic nerve, do you feel the toning? Down the back of your right leg. Sit into a little chair, deep, 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 deep. Release the right arm back, left arm forward. Come on and sit. Now lift up and over. Arms back and forward. Sit in that chair, swing it forward here. Hands in the mudra, bring it to your heart. Remember the side you twisted to last time? Go to the other side. Twist, get the elbow locked in that thigh. Turn some more. Spread your wings open if you want. Back to the mudra, back to center lift. Swan dive forward, fall, fold, monkey pose, refold. Bend your knees. We're going to waterfall. Sweep the arms back. Lift them up. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale. Let it out. Two more. One more. Stay down there after this last one. All right, bend your knees. You can take your feet a little farther apart if you want to. Bend the elbows, opposite hands. Gently take the elbows. I want you to feel your back. Feel your wing bones slide apart. Feel the heaviness of your skull dropping even closer to the floor. Just let it all go. Keep everything nice and relaxed. And then if you want to, you can swing side to side. Think about an elephant swinging its trunk side to side. Then back to center. Release the hands. Gently come up. Slowly, slowly, slowly. All right, if you want to bring your feet closer once you're up into Tadasana, go for it. All right, palms are facing forward, shoulders are dropped down, away from the ears. Yeah, feel the back of your neck nice and long. Take a nice deep breath, arms come overhead. Namaste Mudra overhead. Bring it to your heart. All right. Look down at your mudra, separate your fingers, and now press your palms and your fingers really deeply into one another. Feel how the biceps and the shoulders react to that? Okay, more, more, more. Yeah. Chin is down, back of the neck is nice and relaxed. Rotate those fingertips forward. Look at your inner wrists, bring them toward your chest. Elbows are away from you. And I want you to breathe into the insides of your wrists here. Yeah. Keep drawing toward your chest. Now release that mudra. Ooh, nice and soft. Press hands into one another again. Separate the fingers. Now rotate the fingers toward your heart center and press your wrists away from you. Yeah, as deeply as you can. Really work this. It's so good for your wrists. Now soften it up into a really cushy mudra. Elbows drop, everything gets soft. Forehead to the fingertips. Release your jaw. Release your eyeballs. Feel your breathing. All right, and then release it down to the ground. Onto your backs. Oh, wait, before you come down, take a platter in front of you. Bend your elbows down just a little bit. Press your chest forward. Back of the neck is long. Your heels are pressing into the mat, toes up to the ceiling. Come on back about halfway. Hold it. Draw your navel back. Press your chest up. Now take that platter to the right, center, left, center, right, center, left, center. Now grab a big cushy ball. Come back a little more. It's a beach ball. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Pull your navel back to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Nice and controlled, controlled, controlled. Nice. Keep it to one side and pulse. Get it to the other side and pulse. Bring it back to center. Hold the platter. We're coming down. We're coming down. One little vertebrae at a time. Put on the brakes with your belly. Take your hand, hit your belly. Feel how nice and hard that is. Come on down. Yeah, all the way down. Arms overhead, full body stretch. Nice, nice, nice. Take your right knee into your chest, intertwine over your right shin. Press that thigh deeply into the right side of your torso. Breathe deeply. Press your belly into your thigh. Flex your left foot, slowly bring that leg up to the ceiling. Okay, now take your right foot to the top of your left thigh. Right knee is out to the side. We're moving into variation of pigeon pose here. Now, really press that right knee out to the side. Now, get your hands behind your left hip, thigh, clasp, and then bend the elbows. Keep the legs straight just to begin. Now send that right knee out a little farther. Soften your shoulders and just breathe into that right hip space. Close your eyes if you can. The deeper you breathe, the deeper you're going to release in that hip. If you don't trust me, try it. Try holding your breath or shallow breathing, and then try deep breathing. Notice the difference. Now, when you inhale, imagine that hip space is opening up like a balloon. It's inflating. And when you exhale, everything from that hip space releases like the air of a balloon. Try it. See, that's how you use your breath. Keep going with that. Now, bend the left knee This time, try to grab a hold of the shin with your hands and bring the leg in some more as you press the right leg out some more. Now soften your shoulders. Now do the breath work. Bring it into the hip. All right, release both legs. Come into Shavasana. Take that warmth that you've created in the right hip and let it get really, really deep within your body. Let it be absorbed by your body, that warmth. All right, right knee comes up to the chest. Intertwine your fingers over the shin. Press the thigh into your body. Squeeze the elbows in, shoulders away from your ears, chin to the chest. Flex the right heel. Slowly bring the right leg up to the ceiling. Okay, now we're going to get the left ankle to the top of the right thigh. Now listen up. You have to do some adjusting, but once you're done adjusting, make sure that that right leg is going straight up, not to the side. Now press that left knee out. Really, you should just use the internal musculature of your leg and your hip to press it out. But if you need to, you can press it just a tiny bit with your hand, just a tiny. Now, keep that knee there to the side. Get a hold under your right thigh. Intertwine your fingers, bend your elbows, push that left thigh out as the right leg comes just a little closer to you. Now soften everything except the shoulders and arm muscles that you're using for this. And of course, the left hip, that's getting this deep stretch. But neck softens, upper back softens. Now use the breath work to open the left hip. Inflate it with your inhale. Deflate, release everything with your exhale. Release that hip. Oh, nothing like opening the hips. Okay, now let that right knee bend. Take a hold of the shin, intertwine over it, bend your elbows, press the left knee out some more, and release here. Breathe into the left hip. Hips are really huge joints. That's why I feel so good to release them. There's so much being released. All right, back into Shavasana. Palms are up. Just receive that warmth, the deep within the left hip space. Feel how the warmth travels from the hips down the legs to your feet to your toes. All right, arms are in a T-pose, knees are up, chin to the chest. Wrap the right leg over the left and drop your legs to the left. We're going to get another spinal twist in here. Now notice if you have any discomfort in the right shoulder, you may want to drop that right arm a little lower. You are going to get a stretch through the front of the shoulder. But, it's a different feeling to get a stretch versus to, have, discomfort. So just check that out. Again, the breath work, notice your belly inflating and how you've got this gentle movement in your hips as you breathe. Squeeze the legs together, pull the navel back, legs come back to center, uncross, walk the hips side to side toward the bottom of your mat, chin to the chest. We're going to get the left leg over the right this time. Knees come up, soften those shoulders. Make sure the arms are lower than the shoulders. And then we're coming down to the right side. Notice your breath. Notice the movement within the pose due to your breath. You know what? Do this just as an experiment. I want you to really notice how you feel. Hold your breath. Now breathe deeply. So you still get a stretch if you're not breathing, but not nearly as deep of a stretch as when you put the breath into it. Pull your navel back, squeeze your legs together, bring them back to center, uncross, rocking side to side, maybe even making some circles. We're coming up. And then we're flipping over. Coming down, crocodile. Just floating here, feet are toed in. Use your breath to release your lower back here. Really soften your shoulder, your wing bones, your glutes, your legs, your feet. All right, feet are toed in. Legs are closer than hip distance. So somewhere between hip distance and the feet touching. Don't let them touch, but fairly close. Head is glued to the top of your hand. Lift your pubic bone, roll it to your belly, drop it down. Now lift your arms off the mat. Your head is still attached. Now lift your legs and do a little swimming with the legs, little flutter kick. Soften the shoulders while you do this. Soften the shoulders, keep it in the hips, and drop down. Now palms chest level. Again, feet toed in, lift your pubic bone, round it, drop it. Squeeze your elbows in toward your body, chin to the chest, back of the neck is nice and long. Okay. Here we go. We're going to slowly come up, cobra pose. Peeling off your mat, little by little, pushing into the hands as little as possible. Recruit the back muscles to do the work, everyone. And bringing it down slowly. Kiss your forehead to your mat. All right, listen up. Keep your forehead into your mat, feet are toed in. Lift your hands off your mat, just an inch or so. Now lift your head off your mat. You're looking straight down. Now begin to peel off the mat only as much as you can without touching your mat. Now bring your feet up and off the ground. Squeeze your arms into you, chin is to the chest. Now flutter kick. Keep the legs long, make the hips do the work. Yeah, so the legs are just long and heavy. Hips are making this happen. Now come back down. All right, one more. Bring it up. Your usual cobra pose. And you can look over one shoulder and the other if that feels good tonight. back to center. Bring it back down slowly. Forehead touches your mat. Turn your head to one side. Bring your arms along the sides of your body, palms up, elbows bent away from you. So the arms shouldn't be real close to the body. You want the shoulders to be super relaxed, so you're not squeezing the arms close to your body. Gently turn your head the other way. Drop into that cheekbone. Bring your head to center, palms down, chest level, push up into a table pose. Okay, before we do child's pose, let's kind of open up the hips and lower back a little bit. So lift the belly and do a little curling of the lower back. Now, send the right hip toward the back right corner of your mat. Yeah, push that hip down, down, down. Now bring it back up to table. Drop the tail a little. Left side, left hip, back to the corner. Bring it up and bring it back into the child's pose of your choice. So just a nice child's pose, dropping into it. Making sure your arms are in a place where your shoulders are really nice and relaxed. All right, and then if you're staying for Shavasana, you can flip over to your back. Just spread open. Yeah, just really, really take up space. Open your body. And go to your breath. Just ride along with your breath. Every inhale, every exhale. And when your mind and your awareness leaves your breath, just gently bring it back again. Not a big deal. Just like we did with the hips, right? Where the inhale was this expansion, this inflation of the hip, and the exhale was this release and letting go, kind of like you'd let go of the air of a balloon. You can do that with your entire body in Shavasana. So let's try that. So when you inhale, when you take in your in-breath, feel as if that in-breath is just filling you up, really inflating your entire body, just filling and opening and expanding your entire body. And when you exhale, you release all of that. You let it go and you drop more deeply toward the earth. So keep going with that expansion and that release. So here's where you take all the benefits of your practice and you get them absorbed more deeply into your body and into your mind. All right, now with that inhale, with that in breath that just fills you up, that makes you just really get full, right? Feel that energy, feel the life that is in your breath, that's part of your breath. And let your body be filled with that life energy. And then you release that energy, you let it go, you rinse out, because then you get the next inhale and you're prepared to fill up all over again. You haven't held on to any of it. You've cleared it in preparation for bringing it back. And then, if you're fortunate, you notice where your mind goes. You notice the thought, right? The idea, whatever, the concept that your mind decided to, throw at you. Fine, right? It's beautiful that you can recognize it. Just slowly release it and take your mind and awareness back to your body breathing. Understand that it's human nature for the mind to bounce around. Okay? They call it monkey mind in yoga. That's simply the nature of the mind. But you learn in yoga that controlling your mind brings peace, equanimity, and you learn that you can control your thoughts, you can steer your mind. So as you breathe into every moment, melt your body into every moment. And notice that the most peaceful place to be is in the moment, not in the past, not in the future, but right now with this breath and this breath. And in tonight's Shavasana, if you would like to put a prayer, an intention, or a sankalpa within it, you can do that now. With your next exhale, release it. And feel the life force, feel the prana move through you as you breathe. All right, transitioning slowly. When you're ready, you can roll to one side. And then slowly make your way to seated pose. And once you're in seated pose, close your eyes. Again, feel the breath and what it brings to your body. How does that feel? Inhales. Nice full release. Exhales. And bringing your arms out to the sides, palms up. Inhale, arms overhead. Namaste Mudra right over your crown. Pull it down to your heart. And namaste. All right. Thank you, everyone. And for those of you who came late, next week is the last live stream on Tuesday. Then it'll start on Thursdays, and I'll do in person on Tuesdays. So that's going to be beginning, let's see, 9, 10, 11, 12. The 13th is the Tuesday where I start. I think that's it. And I'll send an email about all of that if you want to register. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Laura.
You're welcome, Shelley. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
And good to see you too, Mary. Bye, everyone.
Bye.